Hi and welcome to Palm Sunday of Holy Week. Palm Sunday is a special Sunday. We read the whole of the gospel narrative of Jesus coming into Jerusalem. And it's interesting, we're just going to go through a few of the reflective questions from livingtheword.org.nz. And you'll see how rich it is that we spend time with a snapshot of the whole of Jesus' experience. We begin with waving of palms, and we're crying out and singing the song Hosanna. That Hosanna word is from the Jewish word Hosianah, which means save us now. And so we're invited to reflect, when we think of saving us, God saving us, what are we really thinking of? We're beginning to notice the expectation of the Jewish people was a military saviour, and here Jesus comes into Jerusalem on a donkey, the exact opposite of a huge war horse. And so we're beginning to invite a reflection, how is God saving us? The second question with Passion Sunday is, we're experiencing the passion and the emotions and the feelings and the experience of Jesus and his suffering. That's why it's called Passion Sunday, and a reading and a reflection of his experience. We begin to see the violence of the world and Jesus' response to that violence. And we have violence unmasked. And so we ask ourselves, where does this cruelty come from? What is the real response? We also have the experience of the silence of Jesus. You'd think he's a very good speaker. He knows how to argue. He can actually argue himself out of the situation, but he chooses to be silent. What's happening there with Jesus and his silence? We have the idea of a revolution of mercy. In contrast with military might, mercy and forgiveness bringing deep healing and a new way of operating and a new way of living life and looking at life. We have the violence unmasked. We have the soldiers taunting Jesus. And we reflect on the systems that are at work in power behind the soldiers. And no matter how current the events of the world today are, it's almost like we are seeing a picture of military might, political power, trying to jostle positions and ideas. And this is almost a timeless story of God showing his love and forgiveness for us through the messy events of the suffering week. It finishes with the veil of the temple being torn. And the veil of the temple was a very special heavy curtain that was separating a worldly space from a holy space, where the Ark of the Covenant, the 10 Commandments, were placed in a special case, and it had a special bronze seat on the top of that called the mercy seat. So when Jesus is being crucified on the cross, we have this image of the veil of the temple being torn. The veil, this curtain is no longer there. We are seeing truly God seating himself on the cross, showing his mercy. So the cross is replacing the temple and the tabernacle and the Holy of Holies. And it's public, it's for the whole world. All the best as you download, pray and reflect with Living the Word this week. May you have a holy week ahead on your journey to Easter.